The transformative power of higher-order questions in education. Hello, dedicated educators and lifelong learners. Today, we're embarking on a captivating journey into the world of higher-order questions, or HOQs. Have you ever pondered why some questions ignite a blaze of thought, while others barely flicker? The answer lies in depth and cognitive engagement. As we delve deeper, you'll uncover actionable strategies to harness this educational powerhouse. And if you're keen on refining your teaching craft, don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. The foundation of HOQs. Our first stop is the renowned Bloom's taxonomy, a foundational framework in education. Think of it as a cognitive skyscraper. At the ground level, we have knowledge recall. But as we ascend, we traverse comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. HOQs are the express elevators, propelling us to those panoramic top floors where deeper thinking resides. Actionable tip. Begin by categorizing your current questions based on Bloom's levels. For instance, when teaching about the water cycle, instead of just asking, "What is evaporation?" elevate it to, "Why is evaporation crucial for weather patterns?" Examples to illustrate the depth. Let's play with some examples. Who wrote Romeo and Juliet? The answer is Shakespeare. But morph that into, how might Romeo and Juliet's relationship evolve in today's digital world of social media? Now, students are analyzing modern communication, societal norms, and even digital privacy. Actionable tip. Challenge yourself to transform one basic question from each lesson into an HOQ. In a geography lesson on plate tectonics, instead of "What causes earthquakes?" try, "How might urban planning be influenced by the understanding of plate tectonics?" HOQs in the digital age. In our tech-driven era, traditional classrooms are evolving. While virtual platforms present challenges, HOQs can be our bridge to deep cognitive engagement, ensuring the essence of learning remains vibrant. Actionable tip. Use breakout rooms in virtual platforms for small group discussions on HOQs. For instance, in a literature class, assign each group a different era and ask them to discuss how a classic novel would change if set in that time. Versatility across subjects. HOQs are versatile. In math, instead of, "What's the area of this rectangle?" ask, "How might this rectangle's area change if we altered one side?" In history, rather than, "When was the Declaration of Independence signed?" challenge with, "How might America's development differ if the Declaration was never signed?" Actionable tip. Collaborate with fellow educators across subjects. A joint session between the history and science departments could lead to an HOQ like, "How did scientific advancements during the Renaissance influence political decisions?" The art of feedback in HOQs. Feedback in HOQs is transformative. It's about guiding students to see the bigger picture, connecting dots, and understanding nuances. Actionable tip. Instead of marking an answer as incorrect, pose another HOQ to guide the student to the correct conclusion. If a student misinterprets a poem, ask them, "How would your interpretation change if the poet wrote this during a personal tragedy?" Beyond the classroom, HOQs transcend textbooks. A news article, a movie, or even a casual conversation can be a springboard for deeper exploration. Actionable tip. Encourage students to bring real-world scenarios to the classroom and frame HOQs around them. If a student mentions a recent technological advancement, ask, "How might this technology influence societal behaviors in the next decade?" Challenges and opportunities. Crafting HOQs demands effort and a shift from traditional teaching methods. But it's an investment with rich dividends, fostering critical thinkers and curious learners. Actionable tip. Dedicate a portion of your lesson planning to crafting and refining HOQs. Over time, gauge student responses and adapt. For instance, if students struggle with HOQs in physics, simplify the context but maintain the depth. HOQs are more than just questions. They're gateways to a universe of critical and creative thinking. Embrace them, and watch your classroom transform. Call to action. Now, dear educators, the ball is in your court. Experiment with HOQs, adapt them to your unique classroom needs, and witness the transformation. Share your experiences, challenges, and triumphs in the comments or our community forums. And if you found this guide valuable, do subscribe and like. Together, let's revolutionize education.